Hello team and welcome back to the channel. So before starting the video, I would say please subscribe to the channel. We are very close to 10,000 subscribers and it takes a lot of hard work and efforts to bring such hands-on videos for you. Okay. So in this video, what we are going to do is build and deploy Netflix clone application. Okay. And everything we are going to do from scratch. First, we are going to set up the application. Secondly, we are going to install specific version of dependencies because without specific versions this application won't be able to run, and that is the reason you should watch this video till end to understand what are the specific node.js version, dependencies version, and whatever is needed for this application to run successfully, which version you should install, which I will explain you in a bit. Okay. Also, to give you a little bit overview about this application, a small overview I also have prepared, like what are the features of this application, how it works and all. Okay, because this application is basically integrated with database, and that is the best part. Okay, because database can store our credentials and other information. Okay. Now one more thing, like I am available on Telegram and Instagram, so if you are having any queries, doubt, or you need guidance, just ping me there. I'm always available on Insta and Telegram. Both the links will be in the description. You can just follow me if you want. If you are having any specific doubts, you can just follow me there. Okay. Yeah, so let me give you an overview about the application now. Okay team, so in today's video we are going to build like run test cases and build the application and execute it so that we can access this Netflix clone. Okay, so one request, make sure to watch this video till end, because if you don't, you won't be able to build this application, because the source code of this application is made in such a way that we need to make a lot of changes. Okay, and I'm going to guide you step by step what are the commands you need to run to make sure that this application runs fine. Okay, because this application is old, it requires specific version of Node.js. Then there are certain things we need to install properly in certain order. Okay, and I will explain also the structure of the project, what are the changes I have made inside the project, so you will be able to understand. Okay, meanwhile just let me give you an overview about this project. Okay, so I have just deployed this application and this will be the proper UI you will get on first phase without logging in. Okay, so also, as I informed, this application is integrated with database also. That means when you are putting your credentials, it will store it and you'll be able to log into this Netflix clone application only with your own credentials. Okay, let me show you that. If I click on this sign in, this option will sign in. Okay, if you're doing it for the first time, click on sign up now. Okay, so let's provide some details here. Okay, let's say I'm putting the name as Raj, email address will be raj@gmail.com. Okay, and password will be raj123. Okay, so these are the details I have built. Now if I click on sign up, let me just remember this, raj@gmail.com, raj123, sign up. So these details are basically saved into our database. Okay, and you know, with every new user, this logo will come different. If I click on it, now we are inside the repository. Okay, sorry, inside the Netflix own page, we have logged in. Okay, now just to let you know that database works fine and it is properly connected, let me sign out with Raj. Okay, so if I put here as, sorry, email we need to put, right? So raj@gmail.com. Okay, if I put any password, it will just give us error because the password is invalid. Okay, you can see password is invalid. So what we will do, we will put the correct password to make sure that we are able to log in. So email will be this one, raj@gmail.com. Password will be raj123. And you can see now we are able to log in, right? So database is connected and working fine. Next, proper, like, see, transition is proper, right? Next thing what I want to show you, if I click on any of these pictures, for example Stranger Things 4, so these every single link is integrated with YouTube links. Okay, because we cannot like get the whole movies or series here. So this project is, these links are integrated with YouTube links which you can watch. Okay, okay, so yeah, this is how this application is working, and you can see all the sections are there, trending down, top rated, action movies, and so and so, which you can explore more. Okay, I just wanted to show you that this application is working fine and it is running. Okay, and yeah, and side by side everything I will show you along with explanation how we are making sure that this application runs fine. Okay team, so to make sure that this you are able to execute this application and perform test cases as well, okay, you need to follow the video till end, because this video this repository is kind of old and you need to understand how to fix it, how to download specific libraries and packages, and which version of node you should use. Okay, then only this application will be able to run properly. Okay, so for that purpose, make sure to watch this video till end, and then you can use the steps that I mentioned. Okay, so as of now, what I did, I just created a VM. Okay, first of all, make sure that you are creating a VM T2 medium or above. For me, I'm using T2 large, but this will work on T2 medium also, because this application downloads lots of like dependency libraries and so on, so that will require some space, as well as like proper resources it will need. Okay, proper CPU and memory, but minimum like T2 medium, with it can work. Okay, so as of now I have done nothing. So first thing that I need to do is apt update to update all the packages inside Linux repositories. Once that is done, then we will clone our repository here. Okay, and then we will install the Node.js libraries and packages that are required, okay, as per the package.json file. Okay, so first command completed, we can now run the git clone, sorry about that, git clone, and the repository URL, which is this one. So as of now, repository is private. So in private case of private repositories, you need to provide username and password. Okay, so I will provide username. Okay, and when it comes to password, then basically inside GitHub or GitLab, you need, instead of providing the like password, you have to provide a token. Okay, so token, basically I have just copy pasted here. Let me put it here. Okay, now you can see it is done, right? In case you are wondering from where you can get your token, so you can click on your profile picture. Let me just show you. This will work in your case. Okay, but don't worry, I will be providing this repository. I won't be making it private. Okay, so yeah, so here basically you need to go to settings, scroll down, then you need to go to developer settings, personal access token, tokens classic, and here you can generate a new token. Okay, coming back here. So now we have cloned the repository. Okay, let's go inside the repository. Okay, now as of now, no tool has been installed, right? So first thing that we need to make sure that we have is the Node.js 12 version, because this application supports that only. If you are installing Node.js below that, then this application won't be working, because this application has been made with the version 12x. Okay, 12.x, basically some 12 version, so we can work with that. Okay, so let's wait for it to complete. Once that is completed, then we will run this command, curl command, to get the specific package for 12th version. Okay, now since you can see like Node.js 12x is no longer actively supported. Okay, that means, as I said, this project is kind of old. Okay, still we are using Node.js version 12. Okay, so to make sure that we are able to use like it is asking for like 20 seconds, so we'll wait for that, and after that it will ask for 60 seconds, as you can see on the screen. Yeah, so to make sure that we are still able to work with it, so let's wait for 60 seconds. Then our Node.js version 12 will be getting installed, or package will be downloading. Then we will run the installation command to install Node.js version 12. Okay, so let's wait for it. Okay, so as you can see, it has started. Okay, let's wait for it. Okay, so package has been downloaded. Now to install the Node.js version 12, we can run this command, paste it here. Okay, now Node.js has been installed. Okay, so one more command we need to run is npm install. This will install all the dependencies and packages that are required for this project to run. Okay, so let's wait for it to complete. Also, one more thing I wanted to tell you. Meanwhile, it is running in background. Let me show you the repository. If I go back here to repository, yeah. So basically, this project is kind of old, right? So the test cases, since I wanted to show you the test cases as well, so the test cases are written inside src folder. Okay, let me show you the file. So this file you are seeing app.test.js. This is the file that contains the test cases. Okay, so this file was not at all running fine. So what I have done, I have added my own test case, which is not related to project, but since I just wanted to show you how it will look when we run the test cases and how it will look when when the test case is successful. Okay, so for that reason I have added this manually, and I will show you how we can execute it. Okay, one more thing which I wanted to show you is if I go on the root location, packet.json file. Okay, if I scroll down here, you can see scripts. This section basically contains the basic commands that we can run: start, build, test, and eject. So in most of them you can see react that scripts need to be needed for running the command. Okay, but in case of test, basically what was happening that it would create a whole environment for testing. Okay, and it won't exit out of it. Okay, so to make sure that we run the test case and automatically come out of it, what I did, I added this parameter hyphen watch all equal to false. So it won't wait for manually getting out. Okay, it will execute the test case, give us the result, and directly come out of it. Okay, so that is the one thing that I made changes. Okay, and this is the reason that I'm telling ki make sure to watch this video till end so that you understand properly what is happening. Okay, so yeah, we have ran the command now. Okay, npm install. So one more command I want to run. Yeah, okay, let's just try to run the test cases. Okay, if I run npm test and let's see what happens. Okay, now here if you're looking closely, you can see one test case passed. This one, the one that I added, it is passed, and this one which I told it will fail, so it has failed. Okay, now to get a proper result and to make sure that our job does not fail, what I'm going to do, because see, if you are going to build this application with Jenkins and if you have any test cases failure, then Jenkins job will fail. Okay, so to avoid that, what I can do, I can execute the only test case that is successful. So I can run the command npm test hyphen space name of the test case, specific test case, which will be in my case my component dot test dot js. So if I run, we should get the successful result. Okay, and now you can see ran all test source matching. Okay, so that means if we need to make sure that our Jenkins job does not fail, we need to run test cases in this format. Okay, so that our job is not at all failing. You can see the test case is successful now, right? Okay, test case run. Now next thing what we can do is build the application. Okay, so for that we have the command npm run build. So what it will do, it will package the whole application, create artifact or whatever is required for this application to be deployed in production. Okay, and it will create a separate folder. If I go to repository, you can see there are only 3 folders: images, public, and src, right? But when we run the build command, it will create a new folder named as build, and that will be the actual folder that we can use for deployment. Okay, so let us run this and let's wait for the results, and this will take a little bit of time, so let's just hope for it. Okay, once it is running in background. Okay, so basically let me explain you how we can build run the application in dev or prod environment. Okay, so for running the application in dev environment, we can simply run the command as npm start. Okay, and this command will by default start the application. It will start the application on port 3000. 3000 will be the default port. Okay, now in case you want to deploy the application on production environment, you need to first install serve. Sorry about that, install serve. Okay, once that is done, then you can run the command for deployment, which I will show in a minute. Okay, so here you can see if I run ls command, you can see there is a specific folder created named build, right? And here the build folder is ready to be deployed. That means to deploy the application on production environment, you can run this command. You can use the build folder. Okay, so what command we need to run is npm install gserve which will install serve. Okay, and then you can run the command as serve as serve hyphen as build. Okay, and then for example, like let me run this command to install serve quickly. Okay, now this command you can run as serve hyphen s build. Let me just show you how it will work with this. Okay, if I go here, let me paste. Okay, so first command, this is going to install the serve. Okay, now to like deploy the application on a specific port, you can use this command serve hyphen s build. Okay, now this is the general. If you just execute this command, the application will be running by default on port 3000, right? But in case you want to change some things, like if you want to make sure that this application run on a different port, you can put in this format -l. Let's say I want to execute it on port 4000, so I can run this command, right? So this one I would suggest test it with you. For now I will show you with npm start. Okay, so let me clear the screen, run the command as npm start. Okay, now the thing is if I'm running on the Linux, then it runs on the screen itself. Okay, and if you press like Control C, it won't be like it will stop the application running. Okay, so that is a problem. So to make sure that our application runs in background, I can run the command as npm start and sign. Okay, ampersand or whatever it is known as the sign. So if I execute in this format, what will happen? Application will be running in background. Let me show you. Let's wait for it to get started. Okay, meanwhile, in case it started, this application will be running on the IP address of our VM port 3000. So make sure that you have port 3000 open also on your VMs so that application can run. Okay, if I click enter, and you can see the application is running fine. Okay, and yeah, so what we will do, we will quickly create our account, sign up now. And as I told that this application is integrated with a database also, so whatever details you are putting, it is storing also. Okay, Aditya, let's say email address is like aditya@xyz.com. okay, and then we have password. I will just put as Aditya123. okay, Aditya XYZ, Aditya123, do not forget. Okay, so we have signed up. Now what I will do, let us just save it. Okay, and you can see who is watching. So name is appearing with every time, this icon will be new every time. So now we have logged in, right? And you can see it is properly integrated and everything is proper. Okay, now to show you some things, what I want to show you, let it load properly first. Okay, now if I click on like Stranger Things, you can see it is showing us the YouTube link. So basically these pages are integrated with YouTube links. Okay, because we cannot watch the actual whole series here, but yeah, this is like it will give you proper results. If you click on a page, it will give you YouTube links, okay, properly. Okay, and the UI is also working fine. You can see transition is is proper. Okay, next what I can do is just to make sure that this application, we are logged in with our own account. So if I click on sign out, and let us try to log in again, sign in, and you can see we are logged in, right? Okay, just to make sure that this is correct, one more time, if I put wrong details, let's say if I put wrong password, you can say the password is invalid or the user does not exist, right? And if you put correct password and use email, we'll be able to log in. Okay, so this is good, and this is how this application is working. You can see it is working really nice, right? So yeah, go on, just go crazy with it, work with it, deploy and learn with it. Whatever you want to do, just do it. Okay, so yeah, that will be all for today, and thanks for watching. So have a nice day, and don't forget to subscribe.